comes to an end, but at the same time that makes beginning for the new venture or new event. Brochure for 2023, Sanmantrana 2023 has already been released during inaugural session on 17th, and we'll be doing it again with St. Cloud State University. I'm sure that all the technical sessions and all the other sessions must have been of great meaning to all those who have attended Sanmantrana 2022. And a lot of deliberations have already happened on reimagining new world. We are reimagining new world because there are so many interventions which have taken place in recent past. One is that what has been happening, that has been happening in a natural way. An evolution has been happening. Say, for example, industry 1.0 to 1.2.0, 2.0 to 3.0, 3.0 to 4.0, 4.0 to now 5.0. This has been happening. It would have happened otherwise also. But then what has made us to reimagine very fast is COVID. COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted everything across the world. And technology has come to fore, and it has made us realize the importance of technology. Because we have seen in last now about 2 years how we are connected. We are connected because had this technology not been there, we would not have been connected. Perhaps the story would have been different. Similarly, pandemic has made us to realize the importance of research in various disciplines, particularly in medical science. We have acted fast. Scientists working in medical arena have acted very fast, and say in our own context, in Indian context, vaccine was produced, which would have taken a long time earlier, but it is because of very competent researchers, competent doctors, that we have been able to cope with the situation, we have been able to tackle the situation. And see, of course, unfortunately, large population is not with us because of COVID-19, they have passed away. But at the same time, if medical science was not advanced, more people would have died, as happened in the earlier pandemic, say 100 years back. As we know, every 100 years pandemic gets repeated in one form or the other. But this time we have been able to handle it more effectively because of research. So besides technology, this pandemic has given us a message that research is important. State-of-the-art research, the research which is relevant, the research which is helpful to humanity, which can protect this humanity, which can protect mankind, not only the mankind, but the whole world. As people have been saying that, well, at the end of every kalp, there is pralay. So in a way, it was a kind of pralay, a form of pralay. But then we have been able to emerge as winners to some extent, to a great extent, I would say. But of course, almost in every family, one or the other person has lost their life, which is the tragic part. But then we have to look ahead. What has happened has happened. We are very sorry for it. But then we have to look ahead and see how new world is going to shape up. At the same time, prepare ourselves to face it, to deal with it. Today, we are talking about digitization. Everything is getting digitalized. And in next conference, we'll talk about this impact of digitalization and how digitalization is changing our lives. Many things we are talking today in terms of digitalization. Things are getting digitized. So next conference, that is why consciously has been planned on the theme Industry 5.0. We'll be talking about 5.0. 5.0, as many thinkers say, has already begun. And advanced, we are already using advanced technology. So machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics, these are already there, which are entering all dimensions of life. So that's how world is going to change. And then how this 5.0 is shaping up, that needs to be understood. And what are the skills that we need to develop, the skills which are getting, say, as it is said, that every second or third year, 1/3 of the existing skills are obsolete. But then those obsolete skills are to be replaced by the new skills, relevant skills. So we need to prepare also. So educational institutions like our university have a role to prepare the young population, to prepare the young generation, coming generation, for facing tomorrow with new skills. And I am sure that all of us together will be able to do it, and we'll be able to gather our thoughts and share our experiences, share our achievements, share our challenges, and of course, opportunities during the next Sanmantrana 2030. So with these words, I wish you all the best for Sanmantrana 2030, and also thank all the organizers, Dr. Architect Vishal Yardi and his team, for making Sanmantrana 2022 a great success, and integrating and bringing people together. That is what is important, bringing people together on a single platform for sharing their experiences, for sharing their views, and so on and so forth. So with these words, I once again thank you all for joining Sanmantrana 2022, and also for I'm sure that everybody has a takeaway. Something you must have learned, particularly the youngsters or those who are exposed to Sanmantrana first time. They have some takeaways in one session or the other session. So with this, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. When you're around enormously successful people, you realize that the success isn't an accident. It's about hard work. Quotes Ryan Tedder. And this Congress has displayed the hard works of research scholars, faculties, and students of various universities from multidisciplines. For the same, I call upon Mrs. Samiksha Bhatt, Organizing Secretary, to present the Congress report.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all of you. So we started with the inaugural ceremony of Sanmantrana 2022. The 6th Multidisciplinary International Congress was inaugurated by Dr. Robin Wacker, President, St. Cloud State University, Minnesota, USA on 17th January at 8:30 a.m. with lighting the Holy Lamp Saraswati. Architect Vishal Yardi, Congress chairperson, highlighted.
So my slides are not moving.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Your slides are not changing.
Now,
it would be better, ma'am, if you share your entire screen.
Yeah, I've shared the entire screen only.
Yes. And if you put it in the PPT mode, I think it will be better.
Now it's changing?
No, ma'am, it's not.
Now it's visible, Aishma?
Yes, it is visible.
स्लाइड शो कर दो समीक्षा.
Yes, sir. It's changing now, sir?
No.
स्लाइड शो नहीं ऑन कर रहे हो आप. स्लाइड शो पे जाओ समीक्षा.
Sir, slideshow on किया हुआ है.
Ma'am, did you share your entire screen instead of one window? There is an option that you share your entire screen, and
Okay.
that would help, ma'am. Entire screen of laptop.
ये सिंपल है, वो शेयर करो, शेयर के बाद एक स्क्रीन आता है, स्क्रीन करो.
So वही कर रही हूँ, but पता नहीं क्यों वो share ही नहीं हो रहा है.
नहीं करो अभी दोबारा. शेयर.
Samiksha, if there is problem, I can share it for you if you want.
Okay, sir.
That will be better.
That will be better. Sir, may I mail you that?
I have it. Just a minute. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please continue.
So next, please. Sanmantrana 2022, the 6th Multidisciplinary International Congress was inaugurated by Dr. Robin Baker, President, SoundCloud State University, Minnesota, USA, on 17 January at 8:30 a.m. with lighting of the Holy Lamp Saraswati. Next, please. Architect Vishal Yadi, Congress chairperson, highlighted on the challenges of reimagining the world. Dr. Upender Dhar, Vice Chancellor, highlighted about the technology advancement and digital connectivity has spelled innovation in business model, business networking. So please down the slide. Shri Pushottam Das Ji Pasari, Chancellor, talked about the 138 years journey of Vaishnav Group. Dr. Ben Baliga, St. Cloud State University, USA, talked about faculty students exchange program between both the universities. Dr. Robin Becker emphasized on adapting to changes, challenges, and fostering an organizational mindset to cultivate culture of innovation and risk-taking. Prastavna 2022 Congress souvenir and e-book on reimagining the world, transforming the challenges into opportunity was released by chief guest. Word of thanks was proposed by Sri Kamalnaran Radia, Honorable Secretary, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Trust, SVV. The master of the inaugural ceremony was Dr. Anu Kande. The rapporteurs of the session were Dr. Shobha Jain and Dr. Namrita Jain. Plenary session 1. Speakers and chairpersons, Dr. Shiba Wilson, former professor and principal of Sri Datt Meghe College of Agriculture, Nagpur, Dr. G. Anant Padmanabhan, practice leader, IBM, analyst, solution, Dr. Nilesh Kumar Jain, director of Sting IIT Indore. Chairpersons were Dr. Namit Gupta, Director SVITS SVV Indore, Dr. Ashutosh Shukla, HOD Chemistry SVIS SVV Indore. Dr. Shiba Wilson discussed about the importance of adapting the changes with a new design innovation in domestic to hospitality buildings. Dr. G. Padmanabhan shared the situations leads to the development of a person in terms of technology. Dr. Nilesh Kumar Jain emphasized that technology updating students as well as helpful to save the environment. The rapporteurs of the session were Dr. Monica Saini and architect Navjyoti Subeda. Concurrent technical session 1 for architecture, session chair Dr. Shubda Kamlapurkar, Professor BNCA Pune, Dr. Shruti Tiwari, Head of Design, Narayana University, Indore. In all, 11 papers were presented during the session. These papers were on architecture, urban planning, and planning. The rapporteurs of the session were Mr. Sudhanshu Dubey and Dr. Swati Sharma. Concurrent technical session 1 for science, session chair Dr. Shri Prakash Pandey, Professor, Department of Physics, Tirthankar Mahavir University, Muradabad, Dr. Uttam Sharma, HOD Physics, SVIS, SVV Indore. In all, 5 papers were presented during the session. These papers were of physics, home science, and agriculture. The rapporteurs were of the session. Sir, please down the screen. Concurrent technical session 1, engineering, session chairs, Dr. S.M. Narulkar, Professor SGSITS, Indore, Dr. Jigyasu Dubey, HOD IT, SVIIT, SVV Indore. In all, 8 papers were presented during the sessions. These papers were on civil engineering, information technology, and computer application. The rapporteurs of the session were Dr. Satish Shukla and Dr. Vashinde. Concurrent technical session 1 for management. Session chair were Dr. George Thomas, Director SVIM Indore, Dr. T.K. Mandal, Professor SPSM, SVV Indore. In all, 7 papers were presented during the session. These papers were on management, English literature, and humanities. The rapporteurs of the session were Dr. Pragya Jarolia and Dr. Sriram Patel. Plenary second, speakers and chairpersons, Dr. Joydeep Ghosh, Professor, Institute for Plasma Research, Gandhinagar, Dr. Milind Ahire, Associate Dean, Punya Shlok Ahilya Holkar College of Agriculture, Halgaon, Dr. Sen Das, former Director, Directorate of Maize Research, DMR. The chairpersons were Dr. K.N. Guruprasad, Director SBIS, SVV Indore, Professor Vinod Dhar, Head Center of Convocation Studies, SVIAG, SVV Indore. Dr. Joydeep Ghosh shared about the nuclear fission and the advantages of plasma coating on granite tiles for future. Dr. Milind Ahire shared the different career opportunities in agriculture. Dr. Sen Das emphasized on the different government projects of agriculture to grow cereals with minimum water resources. The rapporteurs of the session were Dr. Anurag Joshi and Dr. P.K. Sharma. Concurrent technical session for second technical section for architecture. Session chair was Dr. Hemant Kaushik, Professor, Avantika University, Ujjain, Dr. Simran Chadda, former Principal, Government Women's Polytechnic College, Indore. In all, 6 papers were presented during the session. These papers were on architecture, urban planning, and landscape. The reporters of the session were Dr. Pragati Tomar and Dr. Anand Babu. Concurrent technical session second for science. Session chairs Dr. Damodar Prabhu, Adjunct Professor and former Head, Department of Chemistry, Wilson College. Dr. Harsh Sharma, former Director, State Forensic Science Laboratory, Sagar. In all, 13 papers were presented during the session. These papers were on chemistry, forensic science, and microbiology. The rapporteur of the session were Dr. Swati Dubey Mishra and Dr. Shrikant Pandey. Concurrent technical session for engineering. Session chair, Dr. Shishir Jain, Professor SVIS, SVV Indore, Dr. MP Gautam, Professor SVIFS, SVV Indore. In all, 8 papers were presented during this session. These papers were on chemistry, home science, and agriculture. The rapporteurs of the session were Raksha Chauhan and T.K. Sinha. Plenary session third, speakers and chairpersons, Dr. K.K. Pathak, Professor Emeritus, Department of Civil Engineering, IIT, BHU, Varanasi, Dr. S. Suryaprakash, Vice Chancellor, DSNLU, Vishakhapatnam, Dr. A.K. Kapoor, Professor and HOD, Retired Anthropology Department, Delhi University, Dr. S.S. Prasada Rao, Professor Management, Sharda University, Greater Noida, and chairpersons were Dr. Anand Rajawat, Director, SVIIT, SVV Indore, and Dr. G.H. Naidu, Head of Library, SVV Indore. Dr. K.K. Pathak discussed about the affordable housing, green buildings, and material quality. Dr. S. Suryaprakash shared his thought on illegal immigrant, especially on Rohingyas, different parties involved, and its effect on national securities. Dr. A.K. Kapoor spoke about the impact of emerging technologies on the forensic science and different cases of the emergence of the forensic course in India. Dr. S.S. Prasada Rao emphasized on the challenges for higher education like undesirable reforms, the unexpected things like pandemic, paid journals, etc. The rapporteurs of the session were Dr. Saurabh Chan and Dr. Abhishek Singh Rathod. For the valedictory session, total registered delegates, we have 97 delegates have registered for Sanmantrana 2022. The total papers received 76. Total papers presented is 58 and the total workshop held is 24. At the end, I am privileged to be a secretary of Sanmantrana 2022. I would like to give special thanks and gratitude to Dr. Upendra Dhar, Dr. Santosh Dhar, and Architect Vishal Yadi for their support and guidance. Thank you.
Thank you, Samiksha ma'am. Organizing Sanmantrana 2022 with a motive to provide a common platform to the researchers from various disciplines has led us to nourish our minds and fill us with more knowledge and wisdom. For sharing such experiences, I call upon delegates to share their feedbacks. I invite Mr. Rakesh Thakre forward. Mr. Thakre. Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. My voice is audible?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Thank you very much for inviting me to share my feedback on the wonderful, successful interdisciplinary and online multidisciplinary international congress organized by the Sri Vaishnav Vidyapit Vishwavidyalaya Indore in association with St. Cloud State University, USA. I must say, Sanmantrana 2022 was the grand success event organized by all the team members from SPV Indore. I am always impressed with the commitment and efficiency of whole team member of Sanmantrana 2022 who planned this international congress. I really enjoyed the time during this congress, and definitely I am looking for looking forward to next year's congress, that is Sanmantrana 2023. Once again, I would like to congratulate Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Upender Dhar sir, VC, SVVV Indore, Professor Vishal Yardi sir, Chairperson of the Sanmantrana 2022, Honorable Dr. Samiksha Bhatt Madam, Organizing Secretary of SVV Indore, and whole team members, because such organization of such international event is not a work of a single person. No doubt, it's a teamwork, and all of you did a wonderful teamwork. It is not easy to arrange such international platform to all the budding scientists all over the world. Indeed, it's an multidisciplinary congress, because I have gone through each and every technical session, and the technical session were organized for the science students, non-science students, agriculture, architecturals. So every person from the education field were there during this conference. That's why it's truly, in sense, it was a multidisciplinary, and there were a number of the delegates from all over world. 67 papers were received, 58 papers were presented during this congress. So definitely, during the plenary session, the speakers were very knowledgeous and eminent speakers were there for all the plenary sessions, and oral presentation were awesome, with full of knowledge from all the streams of including science, architecture, management, commerce faculty, sociology faculty. So in short, it was nicely organized international congress, and hope for the future event also. So thank you once again for inviting me to share my views on Sanmantrana 2022, and hopefully I will be there as one of your partners for Sanmantrana 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We value your feedback. Next, I call upon Mrs. Afroz Adil to share her views.
Good afternoon, one and all. I am Afroz Adil from Government Women's Polytechnic College. First of all, I take immense pleasure in thanking the complete organizing and coordinating team of Sanmantrana 2022. It was a fabulous platform for researchers like us to come forward and present our thoughts to the world. Organizing such a large workshop or a congress, I should say, in such a situation of pandemic requires a lot of hard work and perseverance, which the whole program has shown. It has come out to be a very nice program. A special thanks to Yadi sir for giving us this opportunity. I would also like to thank Shubhada ma'am and Shruti ma'am. They were the session chairpersons of our session when we had presented the paper, and we got such positive vibes from both of them. It was so encouraging. So all in all, it was a great experience, a very nice platform for people like us. I once again thank one and everyone very much. I really thank a lot to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Next in line, we have Ms. Saili Joshi, who would like to share her experience with us.
Yeah, good afternoon all. So my name is Saili Joshi, and I'm currently pursuing Masters in Sustainable Architecture in Geetham School of Architecture, Visakhapatnam. So Sanmantrana 2022 holds an exceptional place for the students and faculty of Geetham School of Architecture. We have participated for the last 2 years, and it has been a fantastic platform. I'm thankful for this opportunity, and also the knowledge gained from all the diverse subjects and the presenters was enormous. In addition, I appreciate the positive attitudes of the conference experts who focused on students' strengths and not weaknesses, and helped them understand the critical thinking and their chosen area of research. Their valuable inputs were highly appreciated. However, I felt that the time provided for the presentation was not sufficient, and it could have been slightly increased. But all in all, a very enriching experience, and I take this opportunity to congratulate the organizing committee for such an efficient and successful conference. And I look forward to Sanmantrana next year. And thank you for calling me to give my feedback. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saili. Your feedback will be taken care of. Thank you so much. Now I request our Congress chairperson, Architect Vishal Yadi, to say a few words of thanks.
Thank you so much, Ayushi. As Honorable Vice Chancellor said, this Congress, there is a takeaway for everyone. So for us also, there is a takeaway from this Congress. It is that for me and for my whole team, takeaway is that anything or any task which we think is difficult, probably it is not as difficult as we think. Maybe it's just a mental block and we need to come away out of it, and we can do it. At the same time, another learning is that many a times what we think, the tasks which are very easy, which are very simple, they are not as simple or as easy as we think, and it may require to give a lot more time and efforts than what we have thought of initially. I would like to thank St. Cloud State University, USA for partially sponsoring this Congress. Especially, I will like to thank Dr. Robin Baker, President, St. Cloud State University, and Ben Baliga, Executive Director, St. Cloud State University, for their presence. I would like to thank Chancellor of the Honorable Chancellor of the University, Shri Purushottam Dasji Pasari, and Secretary Trust, Shri Kamal Narayanji Buradia, for their availability. I will like to thank Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir Dr. Upinder Dhar for providing opportunity to us, for faith on us, for 24/7 guidance to us, and constant support to us. Further, I will like to thank Dr. Santosh Dhar, Dean Research. Without her help, without her support, Prastavna, that book of extract, was souvenir, was not possible. Further, her comments and her guidance as a previous chairperson was very useful for us. I will like to thank all conveners who helped us in this Sanmantrana 2022. May it be resource persons, may it be research papers, may it be workshops. I will like to thank all conveners. I extend my thanks to all plenary speakers of all the sessions. I'm thankful to all the session chair and co-chairs of the technical sessions. I thank all the reporters for their time and timely submission of reports. I'm further thankful to all the resource persons of the workshop. I'm thankful to Mr. Dr. Anant Rajawat and his team for his contribution, and whenever his help was required, the team was available with us. I will like to mention or I will like to congratulate Samiksha Bhatt for her continuous work. I can say her multitasking abilities were tested and she could do it probably in a good way. So congratulations to you, Samiksha. I will like to thank all team members of Sanmantrana 2022. Actually, it is not possible for me to mention each and everyone's name here, but each and every committee which was formed, they done their job wonderfully. So thank you all team members, thank you all team leaders Your work was really good. I will like to thank all technical team, including Shadab and all, and even electricity backup team for their wonderful job. Even the work was creating by Chetan Chauhan and Shrikant Telang, and that was very good. Further, all those efforts who are not visible, but all those who have worked for this Sanmantrana 2022, thank you all. Over to you, Ayushi.
Thank you so much, sir. I request the technical team to play the Indian national anthem. Please rise.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request the technical team to play the US national anthem. Thank you. With this, we are at the end. Sorry.
Yes, you are audible. Continue.
I'm sorry, there was a disturbance. With this, we are at the end of the valedictory session of Sanmantrana 2022. I thank the entire team who made this possible. Your efforts are valued. Have a good day. Thank you.
Chaliye, thank you all. Thank you all.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very well done. Very well.
Thanks for your support, sir. Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा रहा. Good.
Thank you and congratulations, sir.